time as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a third and about 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
To throw on 2nd down, Howell. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. That'll give him 8 that time. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell forced out to his left. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Howell. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Off the play fake, Howell. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Washington! A great effort there. 48 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A handoff for Gibson. Wiggles free. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Howell. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Dancing to his left. That one caught by Gibson. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. These two teams all tied after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Howell. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense.
They've got his man complete past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did, and they wound up with good yardage there.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out to his left. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside there to make the grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Washington 7. J.J. Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And now here's a carry heading left. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Looking to throw on second down. Howell being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Back to throw. Howell. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Looking to throw. Howell. And down inside the 15 he goes. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Howell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Flush to his right. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller,
fights through and now a crease. Oh, good move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On first down, Gibson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Howell. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Howell. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action. Howell. Buying time to his left. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. To throw on 2nd down. Howell steps away to his left. And this is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Forced out to his left. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And Sanders has got it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Dancing to his left. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun. Powell escaping the pressure right. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
Back to throw again. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 4 yards out. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On first down, Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders. That catch good for only a couple.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting, and I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Hurts. 5. On Hurts being chased out left. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. They'll fake the give to Sanders. Flushed out right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. You and I watched film yesterday, and he told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
Washington 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Off the play fake. Howell. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Back to throw. Howell. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Throwing on first down. Howell. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And Washington has made this a one-score game. The extra points up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. Hurts fumbles it, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization, like taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Third and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send them after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Gets this to Gibson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Off play action. Howell forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
On third down, Howell. Thomas brings it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brent.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this is caught. It's a touchdown in overtime. And they are marching on to the playoffs. Washington moving on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.